welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, which you most likely are, welcome to my little family. My name is Jada and we are going to be talking about Love Island. Wow, I'm so lost. We're going to be talking about Love Island Season 4, Episode 10. Before we jump into the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give me a like, turn on your post notifications so you know when I post a new video. I don't want to waste your time, so let's just jump right into it. So if you guys know, my notes are on my phone. I must just start writing my notes again because typing and watching and doing all that, it was too much for me. We start off the episode with Bryce and Jeff coming into the villa. Basically, the girls were going wild for both of them. Very wild. Like, they were very attracted to both of them. But from the edit, I can tell that they were a little bit more into Jeff. And Jeff, to me, yes, he's hot. He's hot. But he screams fuckboy. Just screams it from his loins. The tattoos, the jewelry, the leather pants, like, yeah, he's been around the block a few times. So as the girls were welcoming both the guys into the villa, they went to the fire pit and all talked. And Jeff revealed a couple secrets now. Well, not a couple, he just put somebody on blast. He basically said that one of the guys is a snake in the house. I wonder who that is. Timmy. I can just tell immediately like that Jeff and Zeta kind of have a vibe. I'm not sure if Zeta's pushing it because of the situation going on between her and Timmy, but I could feel the vibe between them. Again, my eyes, I was on the wrong side. My eyes open. Okay, but I feel the vibe. Bryce basically says that he does not have a type, but because of Miss Queen Z, we know that he has dated black women. But the girls that seemed to be more interested in Bryce were Courtney and Maddie, and then the girls that were kind of more into Jeff were Zeta and Bria. And I didn't really hear anything from Serenity, so I'm not even really sure. I think Serenity was a little bit more into Bryce though. Everybody comes down, they all have their conversations, whatever, and then they all go to play beer pong. Now, these people suck. These people suck at playing beer pong. I'm not even gonna say anything because I suck at playing beer pong even when I'm sober, so yeah, they did better than me. They're playing truth or dare beer pong, so like if you missed the cup, you have to choose either truth or dare. So I'm just gonna run through everything because this kind of revealed some stuff to me. So Bria was dared to kiss her top two islanders, which are Jessie and Timmy. Jessie still? I'm just surprised that she's still into the man. Like, she's serious. Okay. Courtney misses and she's dared to kiss one of the new guys that she's more interested in, and she chooses Bryce. Are we surprised? Because literally Bryce is the copy paste of Felipe, like literally same type, different flavor, you know? Jessie was there to snog the islander that he's into besides Deb, and it's Serenity. What? Did anybody else see that coming? I did not see that coming. I was gagged. I scared my dog and everything. Like, oh my gosh. I genuinely didn't see that coming. I thought Serenity was the sis. I didn't think Serenity was, you know, that girl. Well, for him. We know Serenity's that girl, but for him? Timmy chose truth. His question was, who would he rather be coupled up with right now besides Bria? And we all know that it's Zeta. We all know this. But Bria seemed to not know at all, which I don't understand. But we're gonna put a pin in that. We're gonna come back to that a little bit later. Jeff had to snog 3 islanders that honestly, I don't even know if he was supposed to choose the ones that he's attracted to, but all I heard was that he's supposed to snog 3 islanders, and he chose Deb, Bria, and Zeta. So then after beer pong, the girls go and talk, you know, kiki it up about the boys, and all the girls basically come to the consensus that they think that Bryce is boyfriend material and Jeff is a fuckboy. So happy that they're all aware. So happy that they know what they're getting themselves into if they decide to really like go for this guy. You know what I mean? The atmosphere and the vibe that I'm getting in the villa right now is that these boys are feeling the pressure. They're feeling the heat because Bryce and Bryce and Jeff are bringing the heat. They really are bringing the heat. They're bringing the pressure and everything. The only guys I would say that aren't super pressed are Isaiah, Andy, and Felipe. So then Jeff literally pulls Zeta for a chat, and to be honest with you guys, when they were talking, he was flirting with her very hard. He was laying it on thick. He was laying it on thick as peanut butter, okay? The crunchy peanut butter, all right? But just something about him and the body language. Guys, I really, really do pay attention to body language when it comes to people supposedly being interested in someone. Like, you can tell when two people are into each other. The body language is very engaged, very just touchy-feely, staring at each other's eyes, looking at each other, everything like that. Bryce was giving me all the best words in the world to Zeta. All the best words. But then he was looking straight on. Wasn't looking the girl in the face. Like, it wasn't believable to me. He just wasn't believable to me. He's hot. I think he'll be great for a good time, but not for a long time, babe. Courtney and Bryce have a conversation. And to be honest with you, immediately, I got great energy from the both of them. Great energy, a good vibe. Like, this is the guy that Courtney should be coupled up with. Like, I really do like them for each other. I know it's only been one conversation, but it's like when you can tell a good connection, a good match, that's what they really were giving me. Nice to know that Courtney would like to do a nonprofit, she said, or like donate or make an organization for starving kids in Korea. That's very honorable of her. But I feel like this connection with Bryce feels way better for her than the one for Felipe, because we all know that her and Felipe's vibe is just very sexual, very like, we just really want to we're gonna have a great sexual relationship, and that's really all I get from that. But with Bryce, it gives more depth. So then we pan over to Timmy and Bria having a conversation. I'm putting that pin that we put in earlier. Bria was confused and asked Timmy like why he said Zeta would be his choice. I just don't understand why this girl's so confused. And I love how Timmy literally broke it down to like a preschool level for her to be like, before you, I was growing this great connection with Zeta. Now I'm with you, so I put a pin in that. And I'm trying to get to know you. So why would I not want to go back to the person that I was growing a great connection with? Here's the tea. Here's the real tea, okay? Timmy is walking towards the bed. Timmy's walking towards the bedroom, okay? And then Zeta's walking out. He looks at all that body, and he's like, oh, hey, girl, you look good. She's like, oh, hey, Timmy, hi. They get close to each other. They hug. And they kiss. Make out. Oh. And then Zeta's whispering to him, I miss you. I miss you. This woman knows what she's doing. This woman knows what she's doing. And apparently, Timmy misses her too. This moment was hot. This moment was cheeky. It was a very cheeky moment. But Zeta deserves better than Timmy. I know she's conflicted. I know there's a lot going on. They're in a triangle right now, but Zeta can do better. Not Jeff. I'm sorry, not Jeff, because Jeff is a fuckboy. I think she should couple up with Jeff. The reason she would couple up with the Jeff would be to literally just make Timmy jealous, but not to actually have a real connection. And then, okay, so what's funny about that whole situation too is that at night, and when everybody's in bed, they're going to sleep, Timmy and Bria are making out in bed. Timmy, baby, what do you want? What do you want? Tell me what you want. Yes, it's Love Island. Yes, you're supposed to find the best connection, but at the same time, what people are failing to talk about is that there has to be a clear line of communication throughout all of that. You guys are living in the same house for the next 5 weeks. You don't want that tension, hostility, all that stuff going on. Like, just be clear and open. Be clear and open. Like, that's the key that I feel is missing in a lot of these drama-filled situations, that people are just not communicating and talking to each other and being honest with each other. They're being honest with their friends, but they're not being honest with the person that they're supposed to be coupled up with. But yeah, Timmy, I just need you to figure it out, babe. I need you to be honest with these girls. I need you to tell Zeta that you've been making out with Bria in bed, even though, well, put in that too. The next morning, everybody's getting ready, you know, for their day, and then Bria and Serenity are in the beauty room by themselves, and then Serenity asks, oh, I thought I heard some smooching next to me last night in your bed. And Bria basically was like, yeah, it was me and Timmy. Yeah, me and Timmy were making out. Yeah. Why are you telling Serenity? You know Serenity's gonna tell Zeta, right? I think she knows that. I think she knows that. Even though a part of me also thinks that Bria believes that she's making a friend out of Serenity, because she's talked to her on multiple occasions if watching this episode. Messy. Just messy. So then Timmy and Isaiah. Timmy basically confesses his sins to Isaiah and just lets him know, like, yo, I made out with Bria last night and I kissed Zeta. And it wasn't a peck. I made out with her. And I'm 50-50 on both these girls. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm lost. Even though, you know, in my heart of hearts, I genuinely believe that Timmy wants to be with Zeta. Timmy wants to be with Zeta, but he's having his fun with Bria because she is his type. He doesn't want to let go of his fun time with Bria to get back to like the seriousness of being with Zeta. Because I swear, after Zeta said that whole like, oh, do you see us outside of the villa, that kind of turned him off. And now because Bria is there and giving him attention and not rushing anything, it feels good for him. But I feel in my heart of hearts and my intuition that this man wants Zeta. He wants Zeta. So then Jeff and Bryce are catching up about their first night in the villa, and Jeff said that he's basically he's looking forward to meeting and talking to Zeta and Bria, but more so Zeta. And Bryce is just excited to get to know all the girls. He doesn't have a preference yet. So really quickly, we're back to this Jessie-Deb fiasco here. Deb basically pulled Sydney. And she was raising her concerns with Jessie about like that she's lacking physical attention from him. In Love Island UK terms, Jessie's not grafting. He's not grafting her. He's not doing anything to try to pull her, get her attention, none of that. Like, she said that they don't kiss in bed. They just cuddle, but they don't kiss in bed. He doesn't do anything for her during the day. Like, so Jessie needs to get to grafting, or else Deb is gonna be out. And I think she should be out anyway, just because of the whole Val situation. But hey, this episode is so jam-packed. Like, oh my god, I think we're almost halfway there. I think we're halfway there. So then our two queens, our two girls, Serenity and Zeta, are talking in the beauty room, and Serenity basically starts off by asking Zeta like, where your head's at with Timmy, how's that situation going, what are you thinking, how you're feeling now that Jeff is here. And Zeta basically said like, you know, I really do enjoy Timmy, we get on, but like I don't know because his type is here, so I feel like I'm gonna go to the wayside, yada yada yada. Then that's when Serenity drops the bomb of like, hey, Bria told me that her and Timmy made out in bed last night. And you can just see in her face, in Zeta's face, she's a little hurt. She's hurt by it. She's hurt by it. She's a little shocked. I just hate to see my girl like this. She deserves the world. I just hate to see her like this. Bryce gets a text that there's gonna be a challenge, and it's called G-Force. And basically, the guys have to strip, do a sexy dance, and then make out with the girl of their choice. Basically, well, most of the guys choose who you think they would choose. Like Isaiah chose Sydney, Bryce chose Courtney, Jeff chose Zeta, Chaz chose Serenity, and Jessie chose Serenity? What? I just thought that was part of the challenge last night. Okay? I thought that was gonna be limited and stopped at the challenge last night. But no, I can't say I'm not happy for Serenity. I'm happy for Serenity because she's getting the male attention that we know that she deserves. But Jessie though? Jesse's questionable. Jesse's questionable. His actions have shown me that he's questionable. He's a likable guy, 100%. Not gonna take that away from him. He's a very likable guy. But the action that he has shown within this villa, questionable. And obviously Deb is hurt by this and obviously embarrassed. So then after the challenge, and Jesse explains why he chose Serenity, and he basically said that he chose Serenity because Serenity was looking cute. I've been watching her for a while. I'm growing an attraction to her. She's, you know, and I just felt like it. I respect the fact that yes, he's exploring his options, but within that moment, he should have chose Deb. That's just what I'm gonna stick to. He should have chose Deb for the challenge. It's okay if you want to try. And okay, and also the issue about that is that Jesse hasn't had a conversation with Deb that he's feeling Serenity. Instead, she's finding out by him making out with her twice in less than 24 hours. That's disrespectful. So then Andy gets a text about the recoupling happening tonight, and the girls are choosing, finally. Fast forward to right before the recoupling, and Courtney pulls Felipe to the side to have a conversation with him to let him know that she is feeling Bryce, but she still wants to grow their connection as well. But she really does want to get to know Bryce, and if she does happen to choose Bryce, like, Felipe won't be surprised by it because they're having this conversation. And then Felipe basically expresses to Courtney that, like, listen, I'm happy with you, I want to get to know you, and everything like that. So then Jeff and Zeta are having a conversation, and this man's gonna stress me out. This man's gonna stress me out this season. Why are you telling Zeta she's the one? Why? There's no other girls that are gonna grab my attention. And again, you're not looking her in the eye when you're saying this. And I know he's not doing it as a joke, like not looking her in the eye. I know it's not a joke, boy. He's so used to selling women dreams, most likely, that like he doesn't even know how to take it freaking slow. Because I don't know why you're telling her that you think that she's the one. You're not gonna turn your head for any other girl. Really? Really, you're not? I don't believe it. I genuinely don't believe him. I don't believe him. He has to do a lot of real actions for me to change my mind. So then the recoupling starts, and we start with the easy ones first. Sydney chose Isaiah and Serenity chose Jazz. We love to see it. And then we get to Deb, and then Deb basically comes for Jesse's throat before she even selects him, and she lets him know, like, listen, this is it. If I don't see any change at all in you, we're done. And this is the last time we're gonna be coupled up as a couple. But Jesse was happy as hell to run over to her and be in a couple with her. So we're gonna see how that all unfolds, because I feel like there's something coming. There's something that's gonna happen. And then it was Zeta's, and then it's Zeta's turn. And then Zeta says, I'm making this decision by putting me first. Ooh, who is she gonna choose? Jeff or Timmy? Who? To be honest with you, I don't know. I usually have a great prediction. I usually have predictions, but I don't know, guys. If she chooses Timmy, it's because she likes Timmy, and that's just what it is. Even though he's been doing his fuck shit with Bria, she still likes him a lot. And if she chooses Jeff, that's to get back at Timmy, I feel, genuinely. Even though Jeff did come in there all for Zeta, I still don't believe it. Let me know what you think. So yeah, who's going home, guys? We're all gonna find out on Sunday. But that's it for this episode, guys. Very jam-packed, a lot going on. These videos are gonna be I wanted these videos to be like maximum, like between 10 and 15 minutes, but now they're starting to get a little bit longer because there's just a lot to cover in these episodes, guys. Like, USA is turning it out. USA is doing its thing. But anyway, that's it for this video today, guys. I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and leave a comment for your girl. Let me know who Zeta is going to choose. Who is going to get dumped from the island? Who? Who, oh who? And if you want to join the conversation live and talk to me, don't forget we live tweet on Twitter at 9 p.m. when these shows air. And I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye, friend!